Some people in the East are concerned after viewing the General Assembly's proposed budget for the next year. On your side's Abigail Velez visited the coast today to learn why some people are calling it an attack on the working class.
This Minnesota beach ferry connects people to Cherry Branch just across the water. And this is the loading terminal where the ferry picks up dozens of people daily. And for many people on the Neuse and the Pamlico rivers, this is their highway. But now riders in North Carolina could be facing a potential fee, a fee that many say is just not doable.
I'm worried.
I'm concerned.
It's unfair.
It's infuriating.
That's how the potential ferry toll has some people feeling.
It's essentially a pay cut for hardworking families.
Mayor of Arapahoe, Ken Heath, says legislators to the west might think of this ferry as a tourist ferry, but he says that's not really the case.
This is not a tourist ferry to the people who live here. This is a commuter ferry for those that work on both sides of the river here.
City officials in Minnesota say it's an attack on the working class.
It's very easy, I think, when you're in the legislature to think of the bigger cities and what's better for the bigger cities, but there's a lot of people who live in this area whose lives are significantly impacted on a daily basis by these kinds of decisions.
A lot of us live on fixed incomes. It's double the time and double the distance if we don't have the money for a ferry to go around and we have to get to Havelock.
Those I spoke with say this isn't the first time legislators have tried to propose a toll.
10 years ago, there was a public hearing sponsored by the Department of Transportation. Here we are 10 years later. Some people in the legislature have put this in the appropriations bill without the ability of our citizens to make any comments.
Star Murphy says if she could make a comment, she would share other avenues to make money instead of imposing this fee.
One of the suggestions was advertising on the ferry. Sure that local merchants would be glad to do that.
In Pamlico County, Abigail Velez, 9 on your side.